The Container Shop is a new project focused on building a functional storage and workshop area on our property while we continue to work on our Hyper Adobe Roundhouse. Long-term, the plan is to set up multiple shipping containers surrounding a clean, level surface and eventually put a roof over the whole thing to shade the workspace and catch rainwater. So far, we've prepped the area, poured a concrete pad, set the first 20-foot container, spent a week modifying it with 2 windows and a door, framed it out, ran electric, and today we're installing the pocket door in its wall and painting the outside to match the goat barn.
Good morning. We are taking the morning off out in Tucson, and we're going to get some plants, some paint, and some good food, and we're going to finish this container build. So first up, cool plants. Do you think we have enough?
I think so.
Alright, so we got all the plants that we need, and then some. Don't be mad at me, Johnson, when you see this video. We did get a lot. Next, I just need to go get the paint for the container, and some brushes, and some masking to where we can mask off windows and stuff, so let's go get it done. I am so excited. We finally got 2 more Vegega garden beds, and we are going to make this place a little bit more like home.
Now, you're going to plant these soon, but first our friend James is coming back. He's going to help us put a matching awning here on the other side of the container before we paint.
It is just after 4:30 in the morning, so it's not quite bright enough to record, but I'm going to go ahead and get started taping off the windows of the container so that we can paint as soon as that sun comes up. All right, with the container painted, it matches the goat barn and it looks so good. Next up is to finish putting together our Vegega garden beds. I'm so excited about this step because it's just a beautification process, and that's what makes me really happy, is just to make everything a little bit more beautiful. So let's put those together and get stuff planted. Maybe get a shower. And yes, I do still have to do a few touch-ups. I need to paint the trim with our color that looks just like the primer, but that will come in a little bit. Good job, babe.
Thanks, babe. What's next?
Jonathan's cleaning up. That's first next.
No.
And I'm putting together garden beds. Sound good? Okay, so luckily we had a lot of goat manure. So I was able to fill up this bed 80% with goat manure, and then I just topped it with some really good compost soil. So now it's just playing around with the plants and deciding where they should go. But I think I have it. I know all of these plants are going to get much bigger, so that's why there's so much spacing between them. But it's going to look really nice probably next spring. So I have one more bed to fill up. I haven't even started. I'm going to put some old wood in there, fill it up with the goat manure, and then top it with some good soil. We just wanted to say a big thank you to Vegega Garden Beds for sponsoring today's video and for sending us these 2 raised beds. Now, these are not our first raised beds. We actually have 4 up at the Airstream for our garden. We have them behind the bathroom. We have them at our shed. We even have them on the west side of the barn. And today we installed 2 more on the west side of the guest room. Now, I do want to say that Vegega did send us these beds, but if you would like to get some Vegega garden beds, they're offering you 10% if you use the discount in the link in the description below. One of my favorite things about finishing a project is the end, where we get to make it beautiful. And plants are that for me. So using these Vegega garden beds, you can do any kind of shape or size that you want, fully customizable, and that makes it easy if you want to change your mind later on and change the size. But we would never do that here, would we, babe?
Nope.
Never. So don't forget, They are offering you 10% if you use the link in the description below. This morning, I'm going to attempt putting in a pocket door with Jax. Johnson has no idea I'm even out here, so I'm hoping that I don't have to ever call him and that we can just install this door because, you know, I think that I was born with the how hard can it be gene, so I think this is going to be fine. I've watched a couple videos because the instructions are crap. So, I think we're just going to install it and everything's going to be perfectly fine. No problems. It'll just be level. It'll close perfectly. And everything's going to be great. Yep. Well, we're off to a bad start because I needed a knife. Hold up. Can't find a knife, but I did find razor blades. Okay, you have just set it down, get the end of it so you don't drop it. I thought this was all put together and it's not. What size door did I get? I have to cut it. Oh my gosh. What's the point in getting a 30-inch door kit if it's not 30 inches already? Tell me that. Okay, we cut the header down to a 30-inch door size, but we need to cut the metal 1 3/8 inches shorter than the header. Don't know why yet, but we're gonna do it. 1 3/8 inches. How many little lines is that? 4/8 is half, so 3/8 is right there. How am I gonna see this to cut it? Pretty sure that you're not supposed to cut this with your circular saw, but doing it anyways. Set the blade to the right height. That wasn't bad. Well, so I can put a nail in here. Okay, this is pulled down all the way. This one is pulled down all the way, but it's not screwed in. So you should probably screw that one in first. Next step, before we screw this in, we need to see if this is level. It's like this could go up slightly. Bang on, as Hayden would say. Jax, it's bang on. So now we need to screw brackets in so that doesn't move. And then we can install the door. Well, we have a few other things, but this is really close. Okay, Jax. So this one has to be right up against that. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay. I don't know if this goes in the front or the back. How is that supposed to not go like that? But it doesn't show that big piece of it. Bring cover up. Hi, I have so many questions. I'm hanging.
That's so many answers.
I'm hanging the pocket door with Jax without Johnson knowing. And I'm confused on the last part. So what is this? It doesn't talk about it in any of the directions. It was with the rollers. Where did I put the rollers? It was with the roller. So what is this long piece? Is this go in the front? Because if it's in the back.
Okay, see if you can fit those two pieces together.
Very carefully watch your fingers. You do the bottom, I'll get the top. We're not all the way in, but we're halfway in. Yeah, can you push that in? Yeah, towards me. It should snap. Yeah. Okay. Now let's close it and see what happens with the soft close. It doesn't stop. Hi. Okay, so I can't get it to engage. Like, I moved this. So what happens is nothing's engaging.
I can tell you what.
Right here. Why?
It's right here, so it's not getting anywhere.
Okay, hold on. Jax might have fixed it. We're gonna figure it out, and it's gonna be awesome.
So see,
This way?
yeah, because it was
I don't really understand why, but I'm just gonna do it because you said to do it. We have to install this first. We can put this guy up. Okay. Okay, well, the door is installed and it closes and it is level, but the soft close is not resetting. So I don't know how to fix that, but it is way too hot in here to deal with it. So that's for another day.
Guys, Ashley did so good putting this pocket door in. I didn't even know she was doing it. The soft close was definitely weird. It wasn't in the instructions. There was no explanation, no information on how to actually put it in. So we came back out later with some fresh eyes, and we realized that while it would work the first time, it wouldn't sort of reset itself once you opened it and then tried to close it again. So the problem was that this piece of metal from the factory, it wasn't bent down far enough, so it was just high enough to where the thing on the door, when it rolled back, it wouldn't catch it and reset itself. So we just had to bend it down a little bit, and now it works perfectly every time. Good morning.
Good morning from Jett's room.
We're back.
Yes, today we have one mission and one mission only, and that is to create a false wall for insulation.
Yeah, so you probably saw in the last video, as you can see behind us, we have framed out this entire area. We're going to have it spray foamed, but the weird issue is we're like sort of cutting this whole container in half. And since we're doing this really cool pocket door that you installed, obviously you can't insulate around the pocket door or it won't work anymore.
But we want this room to be fully insulated.
Yeah.
So we're going to come off this and build a false wall. Come with us. We have the false wall installed. So what we're going to do is frame this out like so. And then this will be insulated, and then we'll put another piece over this. And we're only doing this on this side because we do have a cavity that we can insulate here. And that way this area stays a little bit wider for storage.
So hopefully we can get another shelf in here and have more storage, but right here that space isn't really usable because the door just opens into it.
And we don't want to close off Jett's wall more and build a false wall on this side, so we're just going to build out this one, And then we'll insulate on this side. It'll look a little bit weird up here, but I'm really not worried about it. It's a storage unit. It's okay.
Also, we're having to be very careful that we do not go into the pocket door cavity. So we have 3-inch screws.
Well, we have 2 inches here, 1/2 inch, and then another 1/2 inch, so we should be fine. So can you screw this one up first?
Do we need to pre-drill it?
I don't know. Did you set it in?
Yeah, but it did split. So I'm thinking we
Okay.
should.
Yeah, let's pre-drill. Yeah, I think if we could get one in the top, that would be good. Good grief, it's hard. I think we're only gonna need 3.
I think what I should do is pre-drill through the entire piece, and then that way the screw will just go through and will grab into the plywood behind it. So if you even want to just bring it down here, I can just go ahead and push all the way through and not hit the plywood. Oh, come on. I need the extension.
You know what?
Huh?
I wonder if those came through too.
That's what I've been wondering the whole time.
Once you have the guide, it won't hit.
Oh yeah, those are way too far. How did that get so long? Oh, because we didn't go through the other piece.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
You want to just take those out and move it?
We could, if you don't mind the holes, you can patch the holes, right?
We can put some tape over. Probably better if they go through that metal stud anyway.
Can you tell if this did the same thing? These didn't pop through, right?
No.
So does that mean that you want to do 4?
I don't think I need 4. If it was my dad, he would do 4. I'm okay with that. So this should be 15.5 to the center.
Definitely good.
15.5. You doing the top?
Yeah, well, not top.
Okay.
Going eye height and then one at the very, very top.
Just give them.
Oh, that's not the right screw.
Huh?
I grabbed a little shorty. Oh, no.
What?
I ran out of long ones. Here's one. I need one more screw. I don't want to walk all the way back up to the house.
It is always the last screw.
Always. Every single time. But I did get a screw. And we did finish the false wall. But we still have to insulate this and finish those inside walls, make it look nice.
Guys, don't worry. Keep an eye out for the last video of this container shop guest room coming soon.
We'll see you then.
Down in the hills of old Topanga Road, there's a place I go to ease a weary soul. I could hide away above the sea, smoke my stuff, talk to the trees, get myself a dog and build a heart of gold. Gonna find somewhere to slow it down, by a little place way out of town. Gonna take my time, 'cause it's all mine, straight